Hello, my name is Yuval Neve. I'm a technical editor for RoadRUNNER Touring and Travel magazine. Using GPX routes is the next level in satellite navigation after learning simple ad hoc point-to-point navigation. I will demonstrate usage of the Tire2Travel route editing software. This video will demonstrate end-to-end route navigation using GPX files. By end-to-end, I refer to the process of reading an article in RoadRUNNER magazine all the way to actually navigating the article's route on the satellite receiver. I'm also going to dive into GPX file format in comparison to TomTom's ITN file format. The demonstration of end-to-end navigation using GPX routes is going to have the following steps. First, we're going to download the GPX route file from RoadRUNNER website. Then we're going to open the GPX file with the Tire2Travel route editor software. Preview the route's path on the map inside Tire2Travel. Connect the satellite receiver to the computer. Upload the route file from the computer into the satellite receiver. And finally, on the satellite receiver device itself, we're going to import the route from the file and then navigate to the route. I'm going to use two satellite receiver models in this demonstration. One is a TomTom Rider 2013 model, and the other one is a Garmin Nuvi 765T. Step 1 is to download the GPX route file. First, let's browse to RoadRUNNER website, which is www.roadrunner.travel. If you haven't done so for the first time, please sign up to the site. Log in using your credentials. Then find the article that has the route you're interested in. And finally, download the GPX route to your computer by clicking on the Download GPS file button. On the RoadRUNNER website, log in into your account. Then go to Issues Bookshelf. I already know that I'm looking for a City Escape article in January, February 15, so I'm going to click it. And the City Escape to Charlotte, North Carolina is the one I want to download. I'm going to go inside, and then you can see on the right side there's a button called Download GPS file. Let me download this file, and you see that the file is downloaded to my local computer. Step 2 is to open the downloaded GPX file with a route editor. You can either locate the downloaded file, typically in the Downloads folder, and then double-click it to open it with Tire2Travel. Or you can open Tire2Travel first, and then open the GPX file through the File menu. I'm going to double-click the downloaded GPX file, and Tire2Travel software would open and display the route. Step 3 is to preview the route's path on the map. We'll use the map pane to preview the route's path, its shape, and make sure that it confirms what we are expecting the route to be. We can examine the route's waypoints and also observe the total route distance and estimated time. Tire2Travel has two main areas for previewing the route. The first one is on the left, which is the waypoints panel, and you can see that this particular route has 34 waypoints starting from 1 and ending in 34. Each time you click on the waypoint, the map panel, the second panel, shows you the waypoint, and you can focus on where it is. You can also see the latitude and longitude, which is very useful. Clicking on different waypoints gives us the location over here. It's interesting to note that the map panel is actually by Google. If you look closely over here, you see this is done by Google, and then you have the same familiar look and feel. You can zoom in with the mouse wheel, or you can also zoom in like this. You can also zoom out. And because it's Google, one of the cool features they can use in Tire2Travel is the street view. So let's say I want to see this road in Blue Ridge Parkway. Look how cool this is. You can actually, just like you do in Google Maps, you can see the road. The difference is Google Maps doesn't have this very useful waypoint viewer and editor. And what Tire2Travel did, they combined Google Maps with their waypoint management system. In step 4, we're going to connect the satellite receiver device to the computer. First, we're going to connect satellite receiver to the computer using a USB cable. Then in Tire to Travel, we'll open the menu Tools Preferences and then select the receiver type, TomTom or Garmin. Let's start with the TomTom GPS receiver. We're going to upload the route file from the computer into the satellite receiver. In Tire to Travel, select the menu TomTom Copy to TomTom Home and then the menu TomTom Run TomTom Home. TomTom Home is a TomTom application that manages the GPS receiver artifacts, maps, updates, and also routes. So inside that application, TomTom Home, select Manage My TomTom Rider. Then select Install Items from Computer tab and select the route uploaded previously from Tire to Travel and click the Add button. Of course, it's important to know that it is assumed that you downloaded and installed the latest version of TomTom Home 2 software. Now let's see how it's actually being done from Tire to Travel. I'm going to go to TomTom menu, click on Copy to TomTom Home. The file is being copied to your TomTom Home. And now I'm going to start TomTom by clicking on Run TomTom Home. We'll click on Manage My TomTom Rider, go to Install Items from Computer, and you see there's one route. This is exactly the route we copied from Tire to Travel. Once I click on the Add button, it says the process was completed successfully, and actually the file is installed to the physical TomTom Rider device. Okay, click Done. The sixth and final step on the TomTom satellite receiver requires that you go to the Manage Itineraries menu on the device, then open the itinerary, select the upload itinerary file, and navigate to the itinerary, which is actually itinerary in TomTom terminology is the same as route. Let me show you how it's being done. In TomTom, we'll click on the map, go to Manage Itineraries. We're going to open and clear the current itinerary. You can see that the itinerary or route, same thing that we loaded from Tire to Travel through Home, is here, RoadRUNNER Cityscape, Charlotte, North Carolina. Excellent. It's now validating some kind of internal process that the TomTom device is doing. Once everything is okay, we'll click the Done button. And then the last and final step is to click on the Start Navigation, and it will start navigating like any other navigation on the route. It will ask if you want to leave from somewhere else than your current location. But once you click yes or no, actual navigation will start. On Garmin devices, uploading the route file from the computer into the satellite receiver is actually pretty simple. All you have to do is go into Tire to Travel, select the menu item Device, Copy to Device. That's it. Of course, make sure that the preferences are set to device instead of TomTom. Let me show you how it works on Tire to Travel with Garmin devices. First, let's go to Tools Preferences and make sure that the preferences is on device, not on TomTom. Now, go to Device menu and click on the Copy to Device menu item. You can see that the message is the file has been copied to the device. On the device itself, we'll perform two actions. We'll import the custom route from the file and we'll navigate to the custom route. First, we'll click on the Tools, then on My Data, then on Import Route from File. We'll select the route and click the Import button. The device will import the route and the route is imported. Then we'll go back to Tools, click on Custom Routes, then select the route, and finally the route will show. Then we just have to hit Go. I'm now going to quickly dive into the GPX file format. Usually you don't need to go into this level of detail, but I just wanted to demonstrate some of the principles of that file for better understanding. If we turn for a second to the downloaded GPX file and open it as a text file, we can see how it's built inside. It's basically an XML file that complies to the GPX schema. If we look further down, we'll see that there's a node called route. This is the definition of the route. It has a name, and inside you have different route points. You can see that each route point has latitude, longitude, and name, and these correlate to the points which are here shown in Tire to Travel. So point number 1 is the same as over here. And so on. If you go to point number 2, you'll see 16982 Old Statesville Road, which is exactly the same, the second point over here. One last topic to cover in this video is the proprietary TomTom ITN file format. Let's save this file, the GPX file, let's save it as an ITN. You can see that the file is saved, created over here, and now we're going to view it with a text editor. It's very obvious that the file is very different. This is not a GPX file, not an XML file. It's a flat file, and each row is exactly one waypoint. This is the latitude, and this is longitude. The file is much smaller, much more efficient, and this is how TomTom chose to keep their routes, which they call itineraries. In the next article, I'm going to explain how to create and design your own routes using different design methods and strategies. The article will also describe the different functions required for route editing software.